The story of instant coffee is one that intertwines innovation, necessity, and the ever-evolving quest for convenience in our daily lives. To understand its origins, one must first appreciate the cultural significance of coffee itself, a beverage that has captivated societies for centuries. From bustling Middle Eastern bazaars to elegant European salons, coffee has always been more than just a drink. It is a ritual, a social glue, and a source of comfort. The journey of instant coffee, however, is a distinct tale of how this beloved beverage was transformed to suit the needs of modernity, war, and global expansion. Long before the invention of instant coffee, people brewed their coffee using whole beans, painstakingly grinding them and simmering the grounds in water. This process, while aromatic and satisfying, demanded time and attention. As the world raced toward industrialization in the 19th century, the idea of making coffee instantly, without the hassle of grinding, brewing, and waiting, became an alluring prospect. The earliest attempts to create a soluble coffee product began in the mid-1800s. In 1853, during the American Civil War, the first known patent for a coffee compound was filed in the United States. The product, however, was far from perfect. It was a thick, syrupy substance made by mixing concentrated coffee extract with sugar and egg. Intended for soldiers, it was portable but lacked the familiar taste and aroma of freshly brewed coffee. These early experiments laid the groundwork for future innovations, highlighting a growing demand for a convenient caffeine fix. It wasn't until the turn of the 20th century that instant coffee began to take a recognizable form. In 1890, a New Zealand chemist named David Strang patented a soluble or instant coffee powder. Strang's method involved spraying brewed coffee into a heated chamber, evaporating the water, and leaving behind a dry powder. This breakthrough was a significant step forward, but it didn't immediately catch on, perhaps due to limited marketing and the challenges of mass production. Another pivotal figure in the evolution of instant coffee was Satoru Kato, a Japanese scientist working in Chicago. In 1901, Kato introduced his own version of soluble coffee at the Pan American Exposition. His product used a similar process to Strang's, creating a dry, shelf-stable powder that could be reconstituted with hot water. Kato's instant coffee attracted attention, but once again, it remained a novelty rather than a staple. The real transformation came in the years leading up to World War I. As armies mobilized and supply lines stretched across continents, the need for lightweight, non-perishable food and drink became urgent. In 1910, George Constant Lewis Washington, an Anglo-Belgian inventor living in New York, developed one of the first commercially successful instant coffees. Inspired by the residue left in his silver coffee percolator, Washington devised a method to produce coffee crystals on a larger scale. His product, marketed as Red E-Coffee, was quickly adopted by the United States military during World War I, providing soldiers with a much-needed morale boost. The popularity of instant coffee soared during wartime, but its taste left much to be desired. Early versions were often bitter or bland, and coffee purists dismissed them as inferior. Nevertheless, the convenience and portability of instant coffee made it a valuable commodity, especially in situations where fresh brewing was impractical. The next great leap in instant coffee technology came in the 1930s, courtesy of Nestlé. The Brazilian coffee industry, facing a surplus of beans and fluctuating prices, approached Nestlé to find a way to preserve and market their product. After years of research, Nestlé scientists perfected a method called spray drying, which involved spraying brewed coffee into a stream of hot air, quickly evaporating the water and leaving behind fine coffee particles. In 1938, Nestlé launched Nescafé, a soluble coffee powder that was both easy to prepare and more palatable than its predecessors. Nescafé became a global sensation, especially during World War II, when instant coffee was included in military rations for Allied troops. Post-war, the rise of instant coffee mirrored broader societal shifts. As economies boomed and people's lives grew busier, convenience became paramount. Instant coffee was marketed as a modern solution for busy homemakers, students, and office workers. Advertisements emphasized its speed, simplicity, and the lack of messy grounds or expensive equipment. For many, instant coffee became synonymous with progress, a symbol of the new efficient way of living. Throughout the latter half of the 20th century, instant coffee continued to evolve. Technological advances led to the development of freeze-drying, a process that preserved more of coffee's natural flavor and aroma. Freeze-dried instant coffee quickly became the gold standard, offering a superior taste that rivaled traditional brewing methods. Brands like Maxwell House, Folgers, and Starbucks entered the instant coffee market, expanding choices and catering to a diverse array of tastes. The cultural impact of instant coffee cannot be overstated. It played a role in shaping morning routines, office culture, and even international diplomacy. In some countries, instant coffee became the default beverage, while in others, it served as a convenient alternative during travel or emergencies. Its shelf stability and ease of use made it a staple in remote locations, from Antarctic research stations to space missions aboard the International Space Station. In recent years, instant coffee has experienced something of a renaissance. As specialty coffee culture has flourished, so too has demand for high-quality instant products. Artisanal brands now offer single-origin instant coffees, crafted to preserve the nuanced flavors of beans sourced from Ethiopia, Colombia, and beyond. Innovations in packaging, sustainability, and brewing techniques have further expanded the instant coffee landscape, appealing to a new generation of coffee lovers who value both convenience and quality. The evolution of instant coffee is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. What began as a humble experiment in making coffee more portable and accessible has become a global industry, touching the lives of millions every day. Whether it's a hurried cup before work, a comforting mug on a cold night, or a necessary pick-me-up during a long journey, instant coffee continues to meet the needs of a fast-paced world. As we look to the future, the story of instant coffee is far from over. With ongoing research into flavor preservation, sustainable sourcing, and innovative brewing methods, instant coffee stands poised to remain a vital part of our daily rituals. It is a reminder that even the simplest pleasures can be transformed by creativity and the desire to make life just a little bit easier. In every cup of instant coffee, there is a legacy of invention, resilience, and the enduring human love for coffee. No matter how it's brewed,